Hey everyone, Slambo here, hopping on another contest, also using a brand new video camera. Hopefully this one will focus a little more frequently when I try to zoom things in. Hopping on another contest today. This one is for Telegram Sam. It was just announced recently and the deadline is actually pretty quick. It's the Connect 4 contest. She asked us to show 4 recordings that connect in some way between the two, or between each of the 4. There's some connection that you can make from one to the next to the next to the next. So to make it a little bit more difficult for me, and because I couldn't think of connections immediately off the top of my head, what I did is I went over to Discogs on my collection list there, and I just hit random 4 times, and those are the 4 albums or 4 recordings that I'm going to show today. So I've got 3 CDs and 1 LP. So we'll start off with Flanders and Swan, the complete Flanders and Swan box set. This is 3 CDs of Flanders and Swan. We have The Bestiary of Flanders and Swan. We have At the Drop of a Hat. And we have At the Drop of Another Hat. The thing with Flanders and Swan is they are a British duo, and they have a couple of tracks on here that are based on classical music pieces. So they've got Green Sleeves here on disc 1, At the Drop of a Hat. They've also got a version of Eine kleine Nachtmusik I saw in the listing here. Yeah, they've got a few tracks based on classical music, and that connects into the second CD that I've got today, and that's P.D.Q. Bach, the 1712 Overture, and Other Musical Assaults. This is an artist that I actually got to see live in concert. P.D.Q. Bach is the missing Bach out of all the Bach brothers. P.D.Q. Bach has a whole lot of songs that were discovered by Peter Schickele. So on here we've got the 1712 Overture, Bach Portrait, Capriccio, La Pucelle de New Orleans, Minuet Militaire, Prelude to Einstein on the Fritz, and the Preachers of Crimetheus. So 1712 Overture is obviously a play on the 1812 Overture, which is known to feature cannon fire, which is of course why we've got the cannon on the cover here on the 1712. But Cannon is also the name of the next guy, Jackie Cannon. This is a stand-up comedian, Jackie Cannon, live from the Ratfink Room. This is a relatively recent acquisition for me. I got this one out of a dollar bin. It says for adults only, so it's racy humor for the late 60s. It's probably pretty tame today. I haven't actually listened to it yet. But on here, the first track on here is titled The Early Show, and the last track on side 2 is titled The Late Show. And those are tracks that have to do with where the shows that they're talking about appear on the clock, which relates to National Lampoon Radio Show, or National Lampoon Radio Hour, It's About Time. So there we have connecting in with the late show and the early show, connecting with the time. So there we have it. We have 4 recordings out of my collection that connect from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Contest entry for Telegram Sam. Please do go subscribe to Telegram Sam. She's got some really interesting content on her channel as well. That's what I've got today. See you next time.